Okay, so guys, it's been a while since I posted. This is my 1984 Porsche 944, and last summer I was having an issue with the cooling system. It was a long story, but suffice to say it's fixed and running well. But I thought I'd touch back with everybody and with a bit of a follow-up on some of the more relevant points. So I guess the first thing I'll start with is so I had a cooling issue, and one of the things that concerned me was that I wasn't able to vent it properly, or it wasn't very clear how to vent it. So I did a quick experiment using the fixture that I made in my previous video. So, and basically what I have here is I have a tub with a lower radiator hose. So what I did is I covered the end of the radiator hose, the big end, with clear cellophane. And then I filled the tub with water. And we watched to see how much of the tube, pardon me, the hose would fill. And I was kind of surprised. It depended on the fill rate. So when we filled it very slowly, there was only a little air bubble at the top. However, when we filled it rapidly, no fluid would get to the top part of the hose. So as you can imagine, this being the inlet for the water pump, if there is no fluid here, the pump is just going to run dry. Yeah, so with a closed system like we have on the Porsche 944, I don't think it's going to self-prime. So I wanted to figure out a way to better vent the car. I have it up on ramps, and I found that that's the best way to do this. But one part, in my opinion, that I think was missing is down here. Pardon the 80s lighting here scheme. I'm not a vlogger. I just like working on cars. So yeah, so down here is the lower radiator hose where it attaches to the water pump. Okay, and what I did is that while I was filling the cooling system, I vented it down here. I have this little 90-degree screwdriver from a Craftsman I've had forever, used it like 3 times. Anyhow, so I took the flat end and put it under the lip of the hose where it meets the water pump housing, just to leave a little gap between the water pump and the top of the hose. When I was filling it, that allowed any trapped air to escape. Once the coolant started flowing out, I took the screwdriver out and reconnected the hose clamp. So that gave me some assurance that there was no air trapped in the dead leg of that lower radiator hose. From there, I just continued filling, including venting the engine here at the upper coolant outlet. And since then, this car has run perfect temperatures. I thought I'd pass this along to you guys because I did not find any information out there really that I was confident in as far as venting. I'd like to make one other note. Here is the outlet hose for the heater pipe, and so when I vented this pipe too. So originally I took it off I was going to take it off the heater pipe end, but I decided to do it here just because I wasn't 100% with where this tube is in relationship to the thermostat. Thermostat creates like a wall between the engine side and the radiator side. So I vented this also, a little messy because I overfilled it, and then I had to put this hose back on when there was like fluid coming out. If you do this, a little advice is to make sure this clamp is in good shape. If it's not, find one before you start this. This is of course, for Porsche, this is like a 5 millimeter clamp. And all the auto parts stores around here had, I guess, 3/8 or ½ inch or whatever. So that will not work in this position. You need the correct width. And I believe it was 5 millimeters. Anyhow, it's a narrow band because the connection here, if you took this hose off, you see that it's actually tapered. So if you have a wider band on here, it's not gonna make a good seal. And that's what happened to me. I put a replacement band on here, which was like 3/8 or ½ inch or whatever, and I couldn't get the hose tight. And so yeah, I went back and finally found a place that had a 5 millimeter clamp, and that works really well.